This video will take you through the installation of the Sales and Use Tax Tracker and Home Inventory database. The first step is to locate the file that you've downloaded from the internet. The file will be in whatever location you choose to download to, and you will need to navigate to that location. For most of you, that will be your Downloads folder, so we will demonstrate the information from the Downloads folder. The program is distributed as a zip file, and here we see it in the Downloads folder, file name AASUT installer 1.zip. When you've located the file, you'll want to click on it to highlight it. Click the Extract button, then Extract All. You'll want to accept the default location to which the files will be extracted, and you'll want to make sure that your checkbox is checked so that you will show the extracted files when complete. Then click Extract. When the extraction is complete, a new folder will open. You should close your Downloads folder so that it isn't a distraction. In this folder, we're going to be working directly only with the top file. This is the installer script, as you see, ending in extension VBS. You'll want to double-click the script. Microsoft will ask you to approve running the script. Unfortunately, they're blacking out the screen, so I can't show you the screenshot. I am answering yes. You will see here an acknowledgement message box showing that the installation is complete. You can close that box, close the folder that's open on your screen. And now you'll see that 6 icons have been added to your desktop. This not being one of them. I'm going to arrange them in the order I prefer them in. Okay, here's our group of 6, and I'm going to briefly introduce you to each of these icons. In the upper left is the handshake icon, which is the link to the end user license agreement. I'm going to double click it, which will open the PDF of the license agreement. You will want to read this and understand it, because by using the program you are agreeing to comply with the terms of this agreement. Beside that is the instructional PDF for the program. I recommend that you read this through at least quickly before you start with the program, and then refer to it as necessary as you work with the program and become familiar with the various functions of the program. In the next row on the left is the backup data icon. Double-clicking this opens the folder on your computer where your daily backups will be stored. The program creates these backups automatically. The details of this are discussed in the instructions, so I'll refer you to the instructions for that. Beside that is a Vice icon, which is for the data compactor. I'm double clicking that. Note that since this is a Microsoft Access program and it is currently running under Access Runtime, which we'll discuss in a minute, you will get a Microsoft security warning because this happens every time you open a runtime database, or excuse me, a database that's running under runtime. In any case, you will click Open to open the program. And on this screen, you will simply click Compact Database. The program will run and shut itself down. Next, we're going to discuss the red A at the bottom here, which is the link to the Access Runtime installer. Before stepping through the installation of Access Runtime, I want to back up a step and compare Access Runtime to the full version of the program. The full version of Access is available from Microsoft. The current list price is $129.99. You can also find it from resellers at reduced prices like $69 or $49.99. In any case, if you want it, you'll have to pay for it. There are advantages to having the full version installed. The main advantage is that in addition to running databases written in Access, you can write your own databases if you are so inclined. Another benefit is that you can easily suppress the security warnings that we see when we open an Access database under Access Runtime. However, if you are not really interested in making your own databases, you might not want to spend the money for the full version, and Access Runtime is perfectly adequate for running Access databases. They are fully functional, so that might be the best way for you to go. It is also distributed free by Microsoft, which is why I am able to include a link to the runtime installer with this program. In any case, if you have neither the full version of Access nor Access Runtime currently installed on your computer, you will need to install Access Runtime before you can run the Sales and Use Tracker database. So we will double click on the icon, and Runtime will take about 5 minutes to install. When you double click, User Account Controller of Microsoft will ask you if you do indeed want to run the installation. Unfortunately, you're only seeing a black screen because Microsoft doesn't allow a screenshot of this screen, but I just clicked yes, and now the installation begins. And now the installation has run to completion, and we will close this wonderful screen that Microsoft displays at the end of the installation. Now once you've installed Access Runtime, you can pull the icon into your recycle bin, because you will not ever need to do it again, unless of course you need to set it up on a different computer. It's very important that I note that you will need to have a live internet connection when you're installing Access Runtime, because the installer does phone home to Microsoft for program files. We are now ready to open the Sales and Use Tax Tracker and Home Inventory database and take you through the basic operation of the program. However, that will be the subject of the next video in this series. So I will say goodbye and thank you for watching.